Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you're doing very well. Just thought I'd pop on and say hi. Gonna do a collective read tonight. It's been a crazy couple days. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're well. Say hello. Let me know who you are. Hello. I don't know if I know your name, but welcome in. Looks like you're a newbie. Tanya! Hello, Tanya. How's it going, my dear? I hope you're doing good. I'm still backstage. Hey, Kimmy, how's it going? I had myself, what you say, maybe a ritual bath. That's just basically a bath with the Epsom salts. Nothing too crazy or special. Well, I hope you join us tonight for the Flight Club meeting. And there will be a collective reading going on tonight too as well. I'm just kind of getting into the flow. And a big, huge, whopping download came in over the last couple days. And it kind of interrupted and infiltrated a reading I did yesterday. And that's having to do with the current title of the live currently now. And the basis of that is we're constantly striving to find that perfect relationship, that perfect someone for our life. And little do we know, the perfect relationship that we could ever find in all of creation is ourself. Reacquainting and getting to know oneself is crucial to their abundance and prosperity as well as their protection. And that's one thing we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to stop abandoning ourselves. If you believe in what I'm saying, you can affirm that in the comments. You can like the video. And if you think I'm going to have some bright, savvy thing to say and you'd like to share that out, that'd be greatly appreciated. We got lots of time. This is the first official Flight Club meeting. Where would we be without ourselves? Where would we be without our mind and our heart? Where would we be without our bodies? This is what I want you to contemplate and think about. And I'll put a little shout out to all my haters. If you've been paying attention, you'll notice that the energy that you throw out is coming back to you. Not happened just once, not happened twice or 3 times. It's happened multiple times. Don't you think it might be a wise idea to maybe just stop what you're doing and think about what you're doing and think about who you're doing it to? And this goes out to my collective as well. Okay? This goes out for them. The ones that are being abused, the ones that are being manipulated, the ones that are being gaslit. All because of you, my collective, the 7 of you that's maybe in here, maybe less, depending on if there's any haters. Well, yeah, I guess. I was watching a live reading earlier, and they were talking about how when your enemies throw shit at you and they're throwing bricks, and the divine sees this happening. Instead of the negativity reaching you in a negative way, turns out in the end they just end up building your house. Because they feed you with... Yes, I haven't done my hair, it's all curly. They feed you with what materials you need to succeed and to move up and to ascend into your best self, to help you find your wings, to awaken you. Thank you for your patience. So I grew my hair for my little sister. For those of you that follow along, you'll know what happened. And I'm not cutting my hair. People keep telling me I need to cut my hair, and I tell them, no, you're not going to tell me what I'm going to do with my hair. Oh, I just figured I might as well do a shout out. You see the beautiful dream catcher there? I've got a couple more. I think that one's probably my favorite. No, I can't cut it if I'm gonna be a rock star. Gonna kind of need it for headbanging. See, even after all of this, of what's happened to me in my life, and I know you guys can relate, right? Once I realized that things don't happen to you, they happen for you, it really kind of opened up my eyes in a way that was, I would say, eye-opening, mind-blowing. So those dream catchers, if you're interested in maybe getting one made, I have a friend that makes them. There's a bunch of different sizes. So if you mention your colors and different things like that that you like, I might be able to have them created and shipped at a cost, mind you, but that very well could be available. Get some incense going. And we're down to 3. I think I just got rid of the haters, which is absolutely wonderful. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for hanging out. Now, I've gotten a lot of compliments. I got a lot of feedback in my comments of how much my readings resonate. And I've tried to be doing the collective readings since April. And it's been a rather healing and eye-opening experience just in itself. A lot of it has come out my ex. So my ex and I, we do resonate a lot with these readings. But it is coming through me. When you surrender to the divine energy of creation, that's the same energy that keeps your heart beating. It's the same energy that connects every single one of us. Hey, Jojo. Woot woot. When you're feeling anxiety, when you're feeling panic, when you're feeling dizzy, when you're feeling unsure of yourself, you ever notice you end up starting to hear your heartbeat? There's reasons for that. That's the divine trying to get you to remember who the hell you are. You're asking for help and it is providing you. I'm going to tell you a little story before this reading. And it has to do with the title. I was in a bit of a situation where I was living in my car after being left out in the cold. And by the grace of the divine, I made it through. When spring was in the process of becoming summer, we had a heat wave come in. And the night before, I was living in my car, sleeping in my back seat. I'd closed the windows the night before due to the rain. And I woke up to a sweltering hot car. But I'm going to share the little story on how it happened, which kind of realized that the divine's got me. Okay, the divine's not going to make not gonna let me fall. They're gonna catch you. So I was sleeping in my car, and I woke up, and I got into the front seat of my car. I went and I dug out my keys, and I went to go to put them in the ignition, but the car wouldn't turn on. It was like it was dead, like not responding, nothing on the dash, nothing. I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? And I'm kind of looking around my surroundings. And out of my peripheral, I look and I see the back seat of my car, and I notice there's someone in it. So I turn to look, and there I am. I'm laying still in the back seat of my car. The only difference is I wasn't alive. And as soon as that came to my recollection that I wasn't alive, that I passed, I woke up. When I woke up, I was literally drenched in sweat. And as I was waking up and realizing I was waking up and I was drenched in sweat and that it was like just about boiling in my car. At the same time I was waking up, I was actually going to pass out. Like I was waking up to just to die again. And I reached for my keys, I put them in the ignition, recalling my dream at the same time. It's like, is this actually really happening? And at the same time, I'm putting my keys in and I'm trusting that I'm actually awake now and I can do my windows down. And that's what I did. I did them all down. And I just laid there in between console as I had to crawl through the back seat. Right then and there, I knew that there was a reason why I'm supposed to be here. Right then and there, I knew that since I surrendered to the divine energy, to the divine source of life itself. And I'll get into the story later as to why I say it that way. But that's the way it's shown itself to me. And every single time I'm down and out, I feel comfort. It's like a wave of comfort comes over me. I used to have body aches and pains growing up. I'm virtually painless. I even had a hip problem that seems to be going away. It's no longer there anymore. I had a shoulder problem that seems to be going away. It's not easy getting to where I am right now. I can share my story, I can share what I have to provide you that experience in order for you to find peace. But that's your journey, that's not mine. And I'm not anything more special than you are. Okay? I don't pretend to be perfect. I pretend to be human. I pretend to be someone that's looking for insight, that's looking for guidance, that's looking to heal. And not only myself, but to try and help heal the collective with my experience. I've had to deal with narcissism all my life, and to finally find that and actually finally understand what it was in the eyes of my supposed soulmate, and to find out that I had to sacrifice the love of my life for my own sanity, to be able to be authentic in my own skin, to be who I'm supposed to be. It's been a journey. And that's just the last 3 years. At the same time of having my history and my past come back to haunt me. This last 3 years was an absolute joke, as far as I'm concerned. And we were all lied to, we were all duped. If you know, you know. And no one can come around and tell me what I experienced wasn't what I experienced, because I'm the one that lived it. I'm not coming here to be paranoid. I'm not coming here to create darkness. I'm here to shed light on it. Because if we know what we're dealing with, if we know what we are and what we could have as an awareness and an understanding, a different perspective to look at it as, it helps us understand things a little better. And just like me having my own story, every single one of you, all 9 of you, okay, you all have your own story. And it's very valid. Every bit of it. And this is about, why are we questioning ourselves? Why are we questioning our intuition? Why are we getting gaslit by the people around us? Why are we being downplayed by the people around us? Like we don't matter. We have to fit in some sort of a certain little box. Our heart beats at our own rhythm and interval and frequency. We have our own universal heartbeat within us. Without that, you do not exist. That energy is all around us. It is at our disposal. It's neutral. The intent that we put into it determines the output. It's the intent in it that makes it good or bad. Are you in the light? Or are you in the darkness? I have a friend that makes them. This is about choosing you for a change. This reading today goes out to the people that have been searching for the perfect relationship in everyone but themselves. Always choosing other people's happiness over their own. Thinking it's the greatest sacrifice of love to the ones they care about. All the while abandoning themselves. That stops tonight. We're going to look into the next six months to the year of what possible blessings that you could have if you chose yourself instead of someone else. Now, these are people with karmics. I'm not saying, you know, if you have a beautiful relationship with your other half, this reading is clearly not for you. Okay? Sorry. You're welcome to stay and enjoy the show and enjoy the read. That's fine. But the fact of this resonating with you, it's probably not. 10, 20, doesn't really matter. this reading goes out to the singles, or the ones with karmic relationships, the ones in toxic relationships wanting out. We're going to have a little chat after the reading, okay, on exit strategies, just in case you need them. If you want to be part of Flight Club, it takes a special individual, a certain focused individual, to want to join that club. It's someone that wants to be their best self, someone that's striving for healing. You're welcome, Kelly. Thank you for your time. Yep. Four Cups and the Emperor. I'm just mixing up the cards and they're already talking. I haven't even did my incense yet. Clearly I don't need my cards, but I like to tell a story. And it gives me something to focus on. I have no reason to lie to you guys. Anything I've ever said on this channel, 85% of it's probably coming from spirit. Little Dragon's Blood Incense. Dragon's Blood Incense is very good for protection. Especially if you're dealing with a lot of karmic crap. And Palo Santo wood as well. If you don't have any, you're missing out. If you meet someone new, light some up. If they don't like the smell, chances are they're demons. Or just allergic to smoke. Well, now you know. I really want to thank you all for being here tonight. All 11 of you. And I don't care if my ex is watching. Because the whole thing is they made their bed, now they gotta lie in it. And had they came at me honestly and truthfully the first time, and just opened up to me and being vulnerable just as much as I was with them, I wouldn't have used it against them like they did me. I wouldn't have did them dirty. Lady B, hello. So he's the one that did what he did, and it is what it is. And all I did is tell the truth. All I did is tried to be the best that I could be. But I kept choosing them, not myself. Because I didn't feel like I wanted to be selfish. I didn't feel like I wanted to be in a sense of greedy. I don't even like asking for help, let alone anything else. But when I was in my car, I think it was the 14th of December, 14th or 15th of December, and psychologically, emotionally, he literally just pushed me out. Like, he literally made it impossible for me to stay. So, I left for a weekend. I went to a friend's place for an early Christmas party. Had a decent time, met a decent bunch of people, and I went back and I realized that no, that's it. I'm done. I know you can relate. This is why I share my story. Your story is just as valid as mine. Catherine, my dear. Catherine Milano, can everybody give a shout out to her, please? Give a shout out to Catherine, because, like, that lady is a warrior, okay? I gotta give a shout out to her. I literally, I sat there in tears after receiving her email. I've been waiting a whole year for therapy, for a counselor, only to finally get an appointment with one. And the counselor gaslit me. The doctor that was there as well, he was actually half decent. But the counselor was an absolute moron, claiming I have superpowers. It's like, that's not the case at all. I don't call them superpowers. Sometimes they're considered a gift, sometimes they're considered a curse, depending on how I'm looking at it. Because I can honestly say some of the things I've been seeing for the collective around the world aren't all that great. Hey Sabrina, welcome in. That's the whole thing. It's an inner journey, Kimmy. This is why I'm out here speaking. It's an inner journey. Okay? You are what you hang with. And sometimes you literally have no choice. But how do you deal with it? How do you get through it? That's the discussion. Right? Yeah. Exactly. Inner standing. Being in balance with mind, body, and spirit, you connect with your heart, and it then connects to the divine. But you got to be right with yourself in order to get to those higher vibrational realms of consciousness. And that's sacred knowledge in a nutshell. It's all included. Breath work, meditation, tap therapy, it's all included. No, it's not. It's not for the weak at all. See, that's the whole thing, right? There's the difference between destructive pain and healing pain, right? Hey, Kelly. You know, like it's okay once in a while to utilize the darkness with the destructive pain, because sometimes you need to destruct some things in your head in order to rebuild it and take a new perspective on it. Sometimes it's old paradigm. Sometimes it's something that's stagnant, something that's holding you back, an old perspective. It very well could have had to deal with red flags, and even now it's probably still holding you back, and you're still holding on to it. Meanwhile, it's done. It's done and dead. You know, and if you're not going to go through it, and you're not going to deal with the situation at hand, even for within yourself, okay? Because even with the last year and having my job sabotaged, and they were sabotaged. I'm there's no gaslighting me on that one. I know they were sabotaged, every single one of them, all three of them. I had 3 full-time jobs, and something was done to. I go in and I try to do the best job I can. I might be a little slower, but you know what? I do a half-decent job, and I try to perfect it. I try to work quality as a high priority, and then I work speed into it next, and then I work into whatever else variables that need to be a part of it. So I know I did the best that I could do when I went in there. That's all that matters. And I was getting compliments even at the last job, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, oh yeah, you don't know how to take direction. Give me a break. I was totally open to training. I was open to how they like to do their job, so that way I could take that in and kind of give pointers maybe along the line, you know? But to go this long and to be gaslit by the counselor, and he literally made me feel like shit, like a total bag of shit. And I'm pretty sure the counselors aren't supposed to do that. Right? So I'm sitting here, and Spirit's telling me, okay, do readings. Do readings, just start doing readings again, and just make it happen. So that's what I started doing. Okay? And at the same time, backstage, all these readings had some sort of aspect to it. I could resonate with it with myself. Meanwhile, the cards, they fall out of the deck. You've seen it. You know? And once in a while, I'll dig from the bottom of the deck or cut them in half or whatever the case, and I'll just take off the top. But rarely. It's usually what cards come out and what cards Spirit wants me to talk about. And to have someone come in and support me and then want a personal reading, she reached out to me. And when I read to the bottom of her email and I realized that, and I hope that's okay if I out you here, but she's a therapist. She's somebody that actually helps people with this types of stuff. It literally blew my mind that someone of that caliber is coming to me for guidance. It humbled me. It literally brought me to a point where I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't need the counseling after all. Maybe my own experience and my own journey has taught me to understand it in my own way that I can share. So yeah, when I say give her a shout out, that was a huge wake-up call. Having you come forward. Just you by being you. And since I've been doing readings, I've been getting subs, and all of you beautiful souls have been jumping on the bandwagon and coming along for the ride, and I'm just so grateful and I'm humbled. And the fact that we have some really good chats, you know, it's it's really really healing, and I'm just as blessed as you are to be here. So very humbled. And yeah, there's definitely love there. There's definitely love there. Especially the like diehard squad, like yeah, you know who you are. The ones that don't miss a beat, you're like on the ball, and thank you from the bottom of my heart and soul. So we're gonna get into the reading. I hope, hello Laura, welcome in. Is Catherine still in? I hope she heard all that. Yeah, no apologies. So at some point, I'm gonna have some special guests. I have postponed the series just because I'm kind of enjoying the live chats. I'm kind of enjoying the readings, the collective reads, that kind of thing. I think I'm gonna keep going with that. Any short messages, I'm probably gonna throw some shorts out. But other than that, making the actual videos for the next little while is probably going to be nil until I get another situated, yada yada yada, so I can have more memory to hold the videos. Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. We help each other, right? And it takes a good soul to know a good soul. Alright, so Spirit, thank you for being here. Ancestors, guides, guards, protectors, angels, the Most High, source energy of life itself. I thank you for working through me as a vessel to bring messages to the collective and to my subscribers, the ones that are kicking it with me, the ones that are consistent. I appreciate you. Please bring them some messages of hope and love and healing, please. What do we got? Messages for the collective. Okay. Oh, goosebumps and good news. And I'm kind of floored right now. If you guys put in the chat, if you guys have heard this, put in the chat in the best way you can, somebody, what my consistency of the Lovers card is, because that's the first card out, the Lovers. So harmony with the opposite sex or same sex, as far as I'm concerned, is shown for the future. You will improve your relationship with your lover or marital partner. If a choice has to be made, you will make the right decision. The Lovers, to me, is the ability to have your masculine and feminine self within you fall in love, and in thus puts you in line to that self-care, that self-love. It's a construct or maybe a perspective on which to look at it, to choose yourself first, to become the best partner that you could be even for yourself before you try to become that for someone else. Aw, Kelly, I want to pinch your cheeks. Kind of funny this card comes out. Now is the time for you to think about business, as constructive and favorable forces are at work. Money will be gained through speculation or partnership, with the Three of Pentacles. Okay, one more card for the subs collective. That one was okay, we'll have an extra one. Okay. Unless there's more messages coming out. Yeah, I think that's it. There's two more. What do we got? You drink too much. If not alcohol, too much caffeine. You prefer friends of the opposite sex and have very few close friends. This card indicates happiness. It promises that hopes for success, wealth, riches, and a bright future will eventually be yours. This is one of the most fortunate of the cards, the Sun. And the Roman numerals of cups. I don't do Roman numerals. Hey, Tony. My goodness, we're up to 14. 14 people. So that makes it a number 5. Lots and lots of changes for the collective. Lots of changes. An Empress is getting Judgment. Are these cards not creeping the hell out of us or what? First we had the Emperor and the whatchamacallit. And now we've got the Judgment. Anyway, does anybody remember? Does anybody remember what it was? I forget. Somebody's apparently got a question. I kind of lost track of the comments, guys and gals. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Laura, you're saying that you want to ask a question? I'm sorry for missing out on that. That's me. Hey, sorry. Are you calling people a hoe, Laura? I hope not. Sorry, hoe, everyone. I don't know what you're saying there. Yes, it was. Was it the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, I think it was the Four of Pentacles. So, okay, Kelly, so, or Laura. Hey, Laura, you got a camera? Do you have access to a camera? Because I might just click on your name and bring you into the video. No, okay, good. You don't wanna. Okay, well then what's your question? I usually do readings like this, right? Wondering where the Black Witch is tonight. I should message her. Just give me a second, peeps. I'm back here. I'm back. Rebecca, question for you. Do you see my twin coming soon? Alright, let's see what the cards say for the twin for Rebecca. What's going on with this twin? It's feeling a little bit more like a karmic. Do you know this person already? Okay. Alright, Spirit. Like, come on now. You're getting messy. Hey, Rebecca. I'm talking to you, my dear. Because currently, right now, I see some sort of something going on with work. It could be a new venture that you're unsure of. It's kind of sitting on the fence. Does this make sense? You're waiting on paperwork or you're waiting on something to come out. I don't know what exactly, but there's like, it's almost like there's something holding you back. Ouch. Because you're going through a tower right now. Okay. You're going through a tower right now. And you got the Ten of Wands sitting here too. You've carried a lot of burdens that weren't your own. Okay, hold your question before I'm done this reading, and then I'll pop in for you. So just hold your questions for when I'm done the question, and then one of my moderators can make a list if they want. So the world is upside down. Okay, so this is some sort of a contract or whatever that's not ending out. Like it's something that you don't want to let go of. And it's in a sense of meaning the world to you. That's kind of why you don't want to let it go. But it's partially as to what's creating this tower. And there's a lot of betrayal and deceit and a lot of crap that really is unneeded. It was just a big, huge misunderstanding. But the first card you come out with was Judgment. Okay? Asking about this, like, it's almost as if, like, this twin idea isn't, it's not something that you need to be focusing on right now. You need to be using your intuition and take a little bit of time out for yourself. And I'm kind of glad you stopped into the reading, because that's how this is all about. Two of Pentacles, focus on your own bag. Balance out your finances, balance out your stability, balance out that first. Now this could be very well a new idea, because the Page of Pentacles on its side is, the Page of Pentacles is a new idea of stability. A new job, it very well could be a new person coming in to help you with that, bringing that out. So with it on its side, you're kind of on the fence as to what to do with yourself. Okay? You've got the Empress on the bottom of the deck, so you literally have everything in your toolbox to do what you need to do. Alright? This is about choosing you, standing in your power. Like, give your head a shake. Stop with the bullshit, stop with all the distractions, and step into it. The world needs you. The world needs somebody to go around and, you know, make things right. Okay? Let's cut the, we'll see what's on the top. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. That's on the top of the deck. Okay, this is what you should be focusing on right now. Focusing on honing in your craft, honing in, there's something in your back pocket that very well could be something of like a talent or a gift or something that you like to do as a hobby that very well you could make money at. Okay, and it's been on the back burner for quite a while. It's been in your back pocket, yet you haven't played the card yet. You don't really know exactly what's going on. Okay, but you haven't played that card yet. You just keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's sustainability, it's prosperity, it's abundance, it's purpose. And because you gravitate towards it, because you resonate with it like a magnet, it's something that you're meant to be pursuing. Like if you're in a dead-end job and you're like, it feels like you're hitting an opposite magnet, a negative magnet, and you're being pushed away from it, chances are it's probably not for you. Chances are that's all low-vibing shit, and you're literally a high-vibing soul, and you're having to downgrade into a low-vibing shit in order to work, right? Just for a job. When are you going to choose you? Stop abandoning your abilities and choose something more your caliber, more something up higher. You know? Work with something that you love to do. Then you'll never work a day in your life. Like, give your head a shake. You are worth it. This is all about you. You know? And your happiness. Whatever happened to that? And this goes for everybody. This goes for me. It goes for everybody. So I hope that helped. I know it's not probably what you wanted to hear, but you need to choose yourself first. Because you know what? As soon as you choose yourself, okay, you're not going to be out worried about it. You're not going to be thinking about your twin flame. You're going to be enjoying your own time, your own solitude, you know, without the snoring next to you, without the, you know, the hair in the sink, without, you know, the toilet seat up, all those other different little things that you kind of piss you off. You're not having to worry about that. The sun. The sun. Well, keep downplaying it, Kelly. Keep telling it and keep saying it's not easy. It's not meant to be easy. Right? It's definitely possible. It's not meant to be easy. But you have to understand when you're looking in at your past, when you're digging deep and you're getting right with yourself and you're dealing with all your traumas and your red flags and your triggers and all the shit that gets you pissed off, and you try to neutralize it and you transmute it. That's the best way to go about it, because you get right with yourself. You get in balance with your mind, body, and spirit. You're welcome, Rebecca. Okay, so who had the question? Who had the next question? Okay, hold on, Tony. Anything worth having ain't easy. Found my light within my darkness. Yeah. Is anybody keeping tally and check on the questions? Anybody got an idea? Question for you, Aiden. I'm questioning my true calling. Major crossroads. Gave it to God. Thank you. Okay, so right off the bat, I don't even need my cards for this one. But you're questioning yourself. You gave it to God, right? And you're at the crossroads. And you're tuning out your intuition and your guides. You're turning out and downplaying what is being told to you by spirit. And your guide is telling you that you need to pay attention. Because within those messages and within what gravitates and within what connects to your heart with your soul is your calling. What moves you? What wakes you up in the morning? This is what you have to ask yourself. This is an inner journey. But you have to start with yourself. Because whatever you would do for yourself, you could do for others. If you're always focusing on everyone else, you're not focusing on yourself. Thus, you're abandoning. For me, it was to see things clearly. Okay? And I opened myself up to see beyond the veil. Because I knew within the last 3 years that we were going to go through a very, very restless time. And this is dealing with the existential life that seems to be passing away ahead of time. And I've always had the gift. I've been reading cards since I was 12, 13 years old. I'm 40 now. And to see things clearly, to see beyond the lies and the bullshit, to have the ability to read people and see them for who they really are, because my heart was absolutely shattered by my first love. And it took me almost a decade to get over it. And I vowed to myself that I was always going to choose myself. I was never going to get myself wrapped up in someone like that ever again. But what did I do? I did it all over again. So I can tell you where to look to find your calling, but you have to find it within you. Scrolling through, guys. Just give me a second. Thank you, Kelly. I need to stop and make notes instead. No, Laura, you're okay. Holy Batman, you're awesome. Na 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 na. We all need to choosing yourself ain't easy. Tony, should you move? What are you running from? That's my question. It's like you're running away from something. If you're in a no contact situation, then yeah, you know what? If you have a solid, safe place to bounce to and land, I'd do it. But as long as it's going to be something that you know for sure is going to work out for you. You know, dot the I's, cross the T's, you know, maybe go for a weekend, check it out if you can somehow. But even a walk out in the woods sometimes helps. Yeah, you know what? Owned by fear. Fear itself. Like, I was, like, you might find this kind of funny, but back in the day, I didn't like spiders. Okay? My hand's this big. I had a spider that big. Okay? Come up on the stairs when I was little and crawl across my foot. And yeah, did I shriek? I did. My goodness. And that's what gave me the fear of the spider, because he was kind of aggressive. And my mother comes along and squishes him, and away we go, right? Life goes on. Unfortunately for the spider, it ended very quickly. Fast forward to, probably 21, between 21 and 22 year-wise. I'm down at my old fishing hole that I used to go and kayak, and I'm down there fishing, and I just fish to put it back. I don't eat fish myself. I really didn't catch anything anyway. It was just something to do. And this one day I'm looking down in this one crack, and there's this wolf spider like this big around, like literally the size of my hand. His body was the size, little bit bigger than my thumb, and his legs were literally the length of my fingers. That's how big this spider was. And didn't I get a stick in a container with a couple holes in it, and I captured very, very ever so softly the spider into this container, and I brought it with me for a little trip, and I gave it a tour around a bunch of different places, and then I brought it back to where it was, and I brought it back and I let it go. But I needed to have that and face that fear and face, you know, and get over it. And since then, I'm good now, you know. So that's just a little story. the comments. So many. You guys are so awesome. Hopefully that answer was a decent answer, Tony, for should you move. Hoping to get enrolled in everyday energy healing school. I'd love to help others heal in. Thank you. Your energy is so beautiful. Oh, thank you, Kelly. You know, that might actually give me an idea. To some degree, I very well could teach energy healing. Because I know how to work it. I got my basics with Reiki. And I also put that into massage as well. It's definitely one heck of a tool. You're going to the creek soon. Hopefully just for a walk. Thank you for the hair comment. $17 in chat. Oh, it went down to 15. Just because you said something, Rebecca. My goodness. No, I'm just bugging you. Yeah, what are the questions? So you're so awesome. Yes. It was, thank you. I have been running for 2 years. Need to sit and dwell. Look at your smirk. Yes, please do. And a swim. So I'm gonna have to say that, you know what? Change is good. Alright? Change is good. And moving isn't necessarily a bad thing. At one point, I was doing it every 3 to 6 months. So, to be able to stay in one spot, it depends on what spectrum you're on. But you have to understand what you're running away from. Right? If you're running away from something, doesn't matter where you run, it will follow you. Until you deal with it. So this is why you need to get right with yourself. Mind, body, and spirit. Connected to your heart space. Tap into the divine. And just keep an open mind. And this goes out for Kelly too. Because she's trying to find her niche. She's trying to find her thing. And usually what you resonate with, you've already been in a past life. Usually there's some sort of an attraction there for a reason. All right. Whoa. So there's the Emperor and the Empress pop out, and then we've got the Dark Hermit. So there's somebody meddling in a relationship. With the Seven of Swords. Is there 18 in chat? Right now there's 16. Unless they're popping in and popping out. Who knows? All right. Work out another stick. Is there any other questions before this collective live reading starts? While I'm tapped into my subs. Love your attitude, Kelly. That was great. I'm surprised we haven't seen Skittles tonight. Where the heck is she? Or did I just miss the chat that she's not in it yet? And Bruja, she hasn't showed up yet. I just sent her a text message. I recently realized past people are speaking through me. Yes. You know what? Yeah, I totally can relate to that, Kelly. And no, it's not schizophrenia. And you know how you can tell? These are usually messages that you'll receive. Okay? If the messages are that you should be doing bad things, probably not a message from Spirit or the Divine. Because the Spirit or the Divine won't give you those types of messages. Okay? They got you. They're not going to be there to confuse you. Yeah. Yeah. We got the Dark Hermit, we've got the Seven of Swords, and we got the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Shit's about to get real in this reading, guys. Oh, you know what? In Flight Club, whatever goes on in Flight Club stays in Flight Club. You gotta know to know. And if you don't know, you're not supposed to. And part of knowing is you gotta show up. If you're not gonna show up, you're not gonna know. I have a feeling I might be opening up the, oh. The cards are speaking, my people. We got the Lovers and the Hanged Man on the split. So there's a Dark Hermit meddling with this Divine Union. The plot thickens. I might have to, like, drop this broadcast later and do the reading over again. Because I got the chat and everything all tied into the reading. It'd be interesting. But I'm not going to kick out right yet. No, we're going to still move along. But my goodness. So there's an emperor and there's an empress. There's an empress standing in her power, seeking judgment and justice. And an emperor receiving a divine gift. You didn't miss much there, Elle. You're alright. Don't be sad. Sit with it for a minute and use toilet paper. Let it go. You're here. We're just kind of getting into it. I did a little bit of a chat and I did a little bit of a couple readings here. So yeah, you didn't really miss much of anything of the live collective reading anyway. And I'll leave it online for a little while, so that way if you want to watch the beginning, you can always rewind it and then catch up later. But that's up to you. I'll leave it online for a little while anyway. Okay, so the Lovers and the Hangman come out. So this is about a union being stopped and being hung up by this dark hermit. Now, the Seven of Swords, like, this is like picking up after a battle. This is picking up after, like chaos. And realizing no matter what you choose to take from it, you're always going to leave something behind. So I'm really not liking this dark hermit. And I call him the dark hermit because he's upside down. And usually I don't see the dark hermit. Okay, every once in a while he pops out. But it's like a feeling and an energy to the card. Usually when this is somebody finding their inner light, finding their inner wisdom, connecting to the source energy. This is somebody very much in their wisdom, very much in their ability to move and work magic, work energy, and provide that light in the darkness for others. Okay? With it upside down, his light's burnt out. Okay? There is no light. It's filled with darkness. And this is a hermit that has been jaded. This is a hermit that is envious, jealous. This is a hermit that never really had anybody show up for him. He was always abandoned. But the one thing that he hasn't went through and was able to do is deal with this shit and get right with himself. He wasn't able to find his inner light. And now he's a crusty old man with no manners. We've got the King of Wands. No, the Nine of Wands. Low power mode. Sorry about that, my friends. Hey, who's my cousin? The Death Channel? You're reading me, stop! Well, I guess don't ask questions that you're not ready for the answer for. We got the Nine of Wands come out. Just when you think the fighting is over, just when you think you can take a knee, just when you think you can call it a day, wave the little white flag, just be done with it. Not yet. Do I remember? Not with the Death Channel. Like, what kind of name is that? How's my mom doing? Well, she's my mom. Only if you put the ticket in the mail. There, Tony. Like, who are you? I don't even know. He's an immature little liar there, Laura. like you've met this person already. Sorry for being honest, but if that's the case, if this is your reading, we got a Page of Swords coming out upside down. Very immature. Very flappy with his lip. An Ace of Wands upside down. This is dark energy. Love you too, even though I don't know who you are. Peter Pan syndrome. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Yeah, Nasty is putting it lightly. Nasty is putting it lightly. Yuck. Like, it's like, go take a shower, yuck. We got the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. We got on the top the Knight of Wands upside down. Okay. What? Okay, you guys gotta see this. What are the messages? They're literally popping out of the deck. So what's, yeah, so there's a journey. There's more Three of Swords. There's the Ten of Wands, and, oh god, the Six of Cups. Yay. Sorry, I don't see the comments. I'll go back to them in a minute. I'm gonna get into this reading. So, something about this Dark Hermit screwing with the Divine Union, and I guess this is behind the scenes, okay? This is behind the scenes. The Divine Union doesn't realize this, okay? He's thinking that this isn't over yet. Whoever this Dark Hermit is, definitely not divine. Knight of Wands, yeah, they're not done with it yet. They put a lot of work into this, but they're at a stalemate. They don't know what to do. It's like they've got all these plans, they've got all these ideas, but they don't know what to do next. And it's due to the fact that the divine has gotten involved with this situation. So where this Dark Hermit is wreaking havoc on a relationship, the divine is literally taken over and pretty well put him in a checkmate. So that's the good news. Because there has been a lot of chaos. The Six of Cups upside down is chaos to me. Because right side up, it's like a beautiful union. It's a beautiful family. It's a beautiful situation. Okay, it's a beautiful family. There's kids involved. There's lots of growth and a lot of abundance in there. Okay? But with it upside down, that's all chaos. It's a broken family. It's just turmoil. We got the Page of Swords. It's upside down. And we're looking at somebody that's a liar, that's a thief of truth, that chooses to play mind games, someone that doesn't really think about what they say before they say it. We got the Ace of Wands. Right side up, this is a new idea, new beautiful ideas coming out. This is like nothing but deceit. This is nothing but ill will against someone. So this is dark energy. This is being dark energy being thrown back at someone. And this would be dark energy at this divine union. So the Ten of Wands, this is about carrying burdens and finally letting them go. Upside down, it's not letting them go. So this dark hermit is jaded, and they're like, do not pass go, do not collect $200, but the $200 doesn't even matter. It's just the fact that they want to ruin this divine union. And Mr. Wishy-Washy, I call him. We've got the Knight of Wands coming in upside down. He's very manipulative, very slow, very lazy. Only thinks of himself, doesn't think of others. This would be my narcissist card, if I ever had one. Other than the Emperor upside down, because it's a very tyrant card. But otherwise, this would be also my narcissist. Now we got the Three of Swords. This is nothing but betrayal and heartbreak and negativity. So this is what they're aiming at. So, let's see what we got going on. We got the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeehaw, we got 23 people in the chat. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. Now we're down to 21. That's okay. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's check in with the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Okay. What do we got here? We got Five of Swords. We got Queen of Pentacles. And we got the Empress upside down. So the Empress is drained. The Empress is tapped out. And I'm thinking this Dark Hermit is thinking that this Empress, he's trying to turn the Empress dark. It's either that or turn her light out. With the Five of Swords, this is talking about winning at all costs. Okay, this is about, you know, fighting for all what fighting could be, and oh, we got the Nine of Pentacles coming out too as well, with the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So we got the Five of Swords. This is winning at all costs, no matter what the loss. And it brings you to a place of arrogance. And now that you've literally pretty well won, you think you won, you've literally killed off the whole population and you're kind of sitting there. Now you have your kingdom all to yourself, but what worth is that to be alone? When it was better with the people in it. It was better with the people around. There could have been an understanding made. And diffuse and transmute and neutralize that fight. But it wasn't available. Due to greed, due to ego. The Queen of Pentacles, she's very nurturing, she's very caring, but she's in a sense of stability. Okay? She's more apt to focus on her stability than her emotions. However, she takes care of business. Okay, this is a queen that's very precise with her money. She knows what she's doing. She knows how to make it work for her. And she's focusing on her bag. She's focusing on her finances, her abundance, her prosperity, and focusing on nurturing others with that. She's big into charity work and whatnot. So I'm going to take that. The Nine of Pentacles is up on the top of the deck. We've got the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So there's something going on The reason why this Dark Hermit is not allowing this union to go is because he's jealous at the fact that I think he's jealous of the Empress. He's trying to take the Empress out. Because the Empress, I think, at this point, is showing a little bit more vulnerability, looking for justice, where the Emperor is having a divine gift given to him. So let's see what happens. Alright, Spirit, let's get it. Alright. What do we got? Oh, we got the Devil upside down. So there's a lot of toxicity being removed from this situation, and I do believe that it's due to the Empress downgrading into the Queen of Pentacles. Because of the Dark Hermit, I think the Empress is not imbalanced, and due to that, there's created a toxicity within that connection, which has created a stalemate within that relationship. Okay? And it's dealing with negative energies. However, she's literally having to turn into what she does not want in order to remove this away. She's literally having to take in and see the game for how it's being played, and turning the tables by playing the game better than the Dark Hermit himself. So this is how she's doing it, with the removing and transmuting of the negativity. So what do we got going on? And we got Temperance, making order out of chaos. Good girl. So proud of her. What do we got? We got the Three of Cups. Now this is deceit. This is the third-party relationship. So I'm thinking that the Emperor or the Dark Hermit had some sort of distraction come into the mix. It very well could have broke the Empress's heart. That's what it's showing me anyway. But finding the balance and finding the healing and the finding balance out of the chaos is paramount with this. So having the ability to do that with the Temperance card. Okay, what do we got? What do we got going on? Okay. Alright, I'll take them. We got the Sun. And we got the Eight of Pentacles upside down. So what I'm thinking is, due to the fact of the third party and due to the fact of the Empress working on her finances, I think there was some sort of an issue with the finances between, there was definitely a lot of confusion with this Hermit, the Dark Hermit, with the Three of Cups, and also with the Eight of Pentacles. This is right side up. It's about honing in on your craft and perfecting your craft and creating a situation, but this is like literally letting it go into shambles. This is like being very complacent, utilizing your company for spending money when it should be spent on business, that kind of stuff. Like, it's almost like embezzlement. It's a lot dealing with finances in a sense of taking advantage of, rather than honing in on making your craft better. It's utilizing it to its fullest degree. And I think there's illumination coming to that. And with the Sun coming out, it's an illumination, it's information coming, it's a new cycle, it's a new way of looking at things, it's looking at something with a new light, a new perspective. It's also abundance, it's universal abundance coming in, so it very well could be a realization or a new understanding. Let's see here.
That one was kind of jumpy. I'll look at it. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. Got the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Let's see. Talk to us about the Emperor a little bit more, Spirit. Can you talk to us about the Emperor? What's going on with the Emperor? The Ten of Cups. Now, the fact that it was kind of like this, kind of sitting, it's in the process of completion. So, full wish fulfillment, it's like the best that you could ever get with an emotional fulfillment. The family, home, the life, the white picket fence, you know, total, utter emotional bliss. But because it's on its side, I think there's something of self-worth, I think, with the Emperor that he's still not understanding about the situation. There's something about it that is questionable. Okay? So that's the only negative aspect of that card that I got just by the way that it sat down, because I think it's significant to the reading specifically, the way that it falls. But ultimately, the possibilities are endless. But to realize that this Emperor and this Empress are meant to be together, they're soulmates. Okay? And to have this Dark Hermit come into the mix and create havoc on this relationship. All because they're jealous. This divine union, they're supposed to change the world. That's what Spirit's telling me. Like, they're literally going to make a worldly impact. But because of this Dark Hermit screwing with the energies of the relationship, yeah. So, because of this, because of the common goal of the aspect of what they were trying to portray and what they were trying to aim at, of their full wish fulfillment, it's literally guiding them to become unstuck. Like the Hangman right side up, this is talking about being stuck, not being able to move forward. Kind of stuck in your ways, or whatever. With it upside down, you're talking about a new perspective. The chains are coming off. You're able to walk again. You're able to move forward again. There is no stalemate. And usually what the stalemate or whatever was holding you back was within you. It was yourself. Yeah, we got Two of Wands. There's a fork in the road. Somebody doesn't want to make a decision. Somebody doesn't want to grow some balls and make a decision. Yeah, they don't want to fight. They don't like confrontation. They don't like the ability to sit there and take accountability for themselves. Page of Cups, Mr. Wishy-Washy himself. Why is this turning into like this? The Five of Cups, we're talking like hurt. This is like deceit. This is like lies. This is like eat your cake and have it too. This is like, I don't give a shit about you. I'm gonna do what I want, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, I'm just gonna go behind your back. If you do like it, you can be a part of it. But I don't care about your feelings and I don't care about your life. That's what the energy of what it's giving me. Take a leap in a different direction. Look at it with a different idea. Use your intuition with the Fool coming out. Okay, so is this Dark Hermit, is he gonna get what he deserves for messing with this? I guess he's getting death. I've never had the death card come out like that. But he's literally, the divine is stepping in. He's done for. That was creepy coming out like that. Yeah. So there's information coming forward. There's information going to be illuminated, but it's in the process of being processed as to whether or not it's going to be let out of the bag, so to speak, or not. But there's definitely communication coming forward at some point. Whether it be divinely led, or it would be from someone coughing up the truth, or what? What else is on the fence? Yeah, so they're kind of at the process of, like, I don't know. I'm getting this is to do with the Dark Hermit. The Five of Wands wants to continue the fight. But there very well could be, with it coming out over the moon, I'm thinking that there's going to be an illumination of someone doing something behind your back. Use your intuition, the High Priestess, and the Chariot. This is coming into me, resonating me that I shouldn't be driving my car. I might have to get it towed in order to get it fixed. Because if I try and I risk to drive it to the garage, I don't want to hit anything, right? So that's my own situation here. Because I very well could end up dead. My car was being sabotaged, so my life would end. So it would look like an accident. But since I decided that, you know what, I'm going to listen to what Spirit says, and I'm not going to jump in my car and try and go and drive somewhere and get myself in an accident, I'm just going to sit there and let it sit there until I'm ready to deal with it. I'm using my intuition. This reading is getting off the hook. This is why you need to choose yourself first, okay? You don't have to deal with all this drama with all these people that are jealous of you. Somebody's coming forward about the truth with the Queen of Swords and the Lovers. Somebody's going to try to fight for the relationship. What do we got? The Eight of Wands and the World. They're coming in fast because they don't want this cycle to end. They literally think of the world of the Empress. He knows he broke her heart, but he don't want this cycle to end. I haven't seen comments. I thank you so much for being a part of it. If you'd like to donate to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. If this message resonated for you, or if you'd like to give a donation for the little reading I gave you earlier, that would be amazing. If not, if you can't, that's okay too. I just thought I'd throw that out there. personal readings are available. You can get to them through my email or by checking out my tier system and making a donation according, which would create an availability for different tiers with different options for your reading. So go ahead and take a look at that at your earliest convenience whenever you feel that you want to. And yeah. So the Eight of Wands come back out again with the Ace of Pentacles. So there's definitely new stability coming in. There's definitely new job, new money, new something. A new idea, a new venture that's going to bring prosperity in. And it's coming in fast. Like it's almost already here. I love doing readings on the split. And of course, that's the Dark Hermit coming out again. I think this is a message to basically say that there were dark forces screwing with your pentacles. This is a validation with that. What's the history behind it? Wanting to keep you stuck. Yeah. Keep you in an emotional situation. Keep you in your emotions. All hung up. But they couldn't. They couldn't keep you hung up. Taking away your commitment to... Yeah. But all it did is help you form your craft a little better. It actually helped you grow as a person, despite it. Yeah, it might have taken a lot of the life out of you or the strength out of you. However, it showed you where your strength actually came from. Yeah, they literally tried to screw with your pentacles, whoever this Dark Hermit is. But you're learning to love yourself again. You are no longer becoming a manipulative. You see the red flags for what they are. And you're looking to gain from new friendships and celebrate. And you're using your intuition going forward. You're being very analytical as to what you're doing. You're working in silence. You're not saying too much to anybody right now. You're kind of in a reserve of what you're doing. You're kind of working in silence, which isn't necessarily a problem. You're feeling trapped, and you're kind of stagnant and not really knowing what to do, what to say, how to say it. But you're coming out of it. Yeah, you're focusing on your harvest. You're focusing on the blessings. You're focusing on the hard work that you put into it, and you're in gratitude of that. Let's see what else we can get. I don't know, this might resonate with some other, but the Page of Wands is coming in and wanting a third party. They want to bring you into the third party this time. And actually have a relationship with a third party rather than you being a dirty little secret. Spirit's saying, oh, it's all just more to love. Yeah, but no, not interested. It's not the idea to have more to love. It's the idea to have a sacred union with someone. That's the whole idea. Being left out in the cold and not getting any justice. Not being heard. That's the kind of feeling. That's totally how I was feeling last year. And I'm doing everything in my power not to be triggered at the fact that he's coming through the reading again. Meanwhile, he's probably sitting there laughing his ass off. The Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. This Queen of Pentacles is kind of laughing at the Knight of Swords at this point. Because he's coming in with some sort of communication. And she's like, yep, okay, whatever. Yada, 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 you can talk, but I'm just going to focus on me for a change. What, you're not with anyone? No, I'm going to stick to myself. I'm choosing me. Come to find out, I'm the one that I was searching for all these years. Come to find out, I didn't necessarily need you to start with. All I needed is to choose me. And we're back. So, sorry I haven't, I was busy reading the current, so I'm gonna zip back through here. So, Laura, you're taking over. There's Skittles. Yeah, where is Skittles? Is Skittles here yet? The cat last time. Are you the only mod there, Laura? Because I can always grab somebody else that wants to mod too. So I can't dim my light no more. Good stuff, Kimmy. Kelly, sorry. She keeps the succubus entity on him. Can I play? If I spoke as venom, I kicked his ass out of my life, still wiping my tears, but I deserve way better. Took a long time to feel that authentic truth. Grateful for all the lessons. Is it Catherine? It doesn't surprise me. This very well could be your reading. I did kind of have you pop in my head a little bit. Is there any, like, crazy people that you're having to block out that is giving you a hard time tonight, Laura? In the dark, so they can... Yeah, wouldn't that be nice if the karmic went to prison? Can I read for you? Laura, are you talking to me? Do you want to read for me? Aurora, nice to meet you. So, okay, just give me a second. Who wants to mod up? Who wants to become a mod in the list of 16 to help Laura out? I made you cry. I didn't want to make you cry. No Skittles. Yeah, I kind of miss Skittles. Where the heck is she? I don't know. Does anybody have any other questions? Because as you know, I don't need my cards. Guys are gonna have a smoke. So you're welcome to do a couple questions on here. I don't think I want to do general readings unless it's a win. I'm gonna still do the games every once in a while. Probably once per live for a free reading. I kind of thought I had an idea for a game that we could play, but it slipped my mind earlier. So I hope it comes back to me. Because it was epic. It was literally epic. So if anybody's got any questions about what I was talking about earlier that you want me to touch on, feel free to ask. Could be that. It could be a name that tune. No. We have to have at least 5 slumber parties first before that happens, because you got to get to know the songs first. They're all originals, with a handful of covers. And that's the only reason why I say no, because like you'd be guessing all day and you wouldn't be getting nothing. So you were having like trolls come in, Laura? Is that what you were saying earlier that you were dealing with? Do we need another mod? Is there anybody that's willing to be popping in as another mod? Anyone want to volunteer? Can I do a reading? Can you do a reading? You want to read me? I can pop you into the chat if you want to go live.
Or do you want to actually get a reading? Is that what you're saying? Be a little more specific. It can be secret. Oh. What, so you want to give me a reading? Is that what you're saying? Hey, Donna. Thanks for the laughs. How's it going? That last name is epic. Hopefully it doesn't hurt. I got my hand over the mic. I don't know if you guys could hear me. I can, Lacey. Always wondered if my ex had multiple personalities. If you wondered, probably chances are you're right. And due to the, I'm going to say, cognitive dissonance and the overthinking, probably just about drove you insane, wondering whether or not he was at one point until you just forgot it and let it go. Yet it's kind of still been on the back of your mind, wondering. I'd put money on it. Thank you, Kimmy. Yeah, I think you've earned moderator status at this point, Kimmy. Do you want moderator status? I'll give you standard. So it's not that difficult. That way you can help Laura out. I want to say for you. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to. It should be fine. Just give me a second here. Add as a moderator. Standard moderator. Can review and remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. Dun dun dun. You are now a moderator. Congratulations, Kimmy. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to give me a reading, I'm open to possibilities. And yeah, you can reach out to me through my email. You'll find that on my description tab on my main profile. We gotta choose us. We gotta choose. I gotta choose me. You gotta choose you. Breaking down the stigma that we're alone.
We're far from alone. And that's evident within this chat over the last week or so, or 4 or 5 days or something, that I've been able to go live and to be a part of the videos and to be part of the chat and the comment section. It's literally humbled me. It's blown me away. And it's reminded me that no, we are not alone. And we all are pretty well going through the same awakening in our own time. And this is lifting the veil on all the lies, all the deception, and all the propaganda that we've been programmed to the last, I don't know, 5 decades, 5 or 6 decades, even longer. The truth is coming out. And within the next couple of years, you're going to see the truth coming out. And the reason why I'm out here doing what I'm doing is because if you're not right with yourself, you're going to get pulled into it. You're going to get pulled into the mess. And I kind of wish I was out here doing this before the shitstorm that happened. Okay? Because I don't want to get flagged. And it was an absolute shitstorm. Nobody can tell me different. Sorry. And the nights that I cried and I bawled my eyes out because of the fact that we were all being deceived and people were falling for it. Yeah, you did, Laura. You earned it. Just saying. You earned it in the first 2 chats. Dissociative identity disorder, it's pretty subtle. Yeah. Yeah, very much. And the fact that I go and I try to get services and I'm gaslit even by the services that are supposed to be there to help me. Like, I go and even to go make a report on my car. And they're sending me online to go make a report online. Like, when did this ever happen that I wasn't able to talk to an actual human about my issue? It boggles my mind. Oh, I know the counselor was evil. Yeah, you can reach out to me in my email if you'd like, Laura. That'd be great. Yeah. If you want to jump on here now and talk, I'll give you the floor if you like. Are you prepped? Are you ready to rock? I'll get you in on it. Catherine's got a lot of great points, too. I think we chatted for, what, 4 hours? 4 or 5 hours on the phone? Just give me the go-ahead and I'll hook you up. If you don't say something, I'm just going to add you into the video. Start a poll, creator tools. Save highlight. Oh, it's not even going to allow me to bring you in. That's weird. Might have to do this at the beginning. But yeah, I am actually going to do a special guest. I figured out the name to it. It's called Trigger Warning. And it's basically similar to this, but it's similar to more or less talking about triggers and how you can get by them and get beyond them and get work through them, and so that way they're not going to bother you anymore. Like right now, the second. Or are you talking when we get off the live? Doesn't look like it's going to allow me to add anybody in for some stupid reason. I could start a poll. I could swap the camera around. Top chat, live chat. Hide the chat messages. We're down to 12. Lula. I can, yeah. Lula. Lula. Alright, peeps. No more Laura. Okay. I think you can change up your name on, in your settings, so that it does say Lula. You should be able to switch it up a little bit. But I think that's about it for now, my friends. It's going on 1 o'clock in the morning, and I need to work on my self-care and sleep. Maybe we'll do a Friday edition with Catherine. We'll, maybe that's what we'll do tomorrow, if you're up for it. You good for tomorrow night, dear Catherine? Sweet dreams whenever you get there, my favorite people. You beautiful, beautiful souls. I think I'm gonna go straighten my hair. Thank you all for being here. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much. Don't forget, if you want to book a personal reading, just let me know. Send me an email or send a donation over according to the tier to the reading that you'd like. Send me a message through PayPal. And yeah, you all have an amazing night. Thank you so much. Just give me about 20 minutes, Laura, if you want to reach out to my email. If you want to reach out to me, we can do that in the next... I'm still going to be up for about an hour or two. So, yeah. We can touch base after the live. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. You don't know how? Arg. It's in the description of my profile. You gotta go into my main page. It'll start off with Hello Beautiful Souls on my main page. Quite possibly in the community tab, I'm not sure. It could be the About Me tab, it could be the description tab, something along that line. All of my information for my PayPal, my Facebook, you can reach out to me on Facebook as well. That would work if you're on Facebook or Instagram. All right, my peeps, you have a good night. Over and out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.